Davos Week is not just conferences. It's where narratives collide with reality. And if you want to understand where crypto and AI are actually going, you don't listen to the loudest people. You watch how serious money thinks, what they fund, what they fear, and what they demand before they deploy capital. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about crypto, AI, and execution. Less hype, more signal. Hello friends, Hervé here. Welcome back to Mandesla YouTube channel, where we talk about tech, finances, and the future of entrepreneurship in the greater Zurich area. Last week, I went to the World Economic Forum in Davos twice. I went on Monday and then again on Thursday. And I want to be clear about what this video is and what it's not. I'm not here to film private conversations. In Davos, trust is the currency. So I'm sharing real life patterns, not people. The title of this video is How Serious Money Thinks About Crypto, AI, and Execution. And when I say serious money, I mean people who can't afford a bad quarter. Family offices, funds, institutions, and the builders who serve them. And also to be clear, I was participating in some side events, satellite events, and not the forum, the World Economic Forum per se. So the language is not hype. The language is risk controls, governance, audit trails, and what can actually ship. What I am optimizing for is simple. What do serious builders, investors, and institutions talk about when the cameras are off? And quick context about why I care. I am building trading infrastructure this year. I'm working on two platforms. The first platform I'm working on is Rugira. It's a Swiss-based non-custodial crypto execution with automated risk controls and audit-ready logs. And the second platform, I called it QuantForge, an institutional-grade crypto trading engine designed for funds and prop desks that want to deploy battle-tested automations without building the whole quant stack in-house. My 2026 focus is execution, better routing, stricter risk limits, and cleaner audit trails, so teams can move fast without losing control. So on Monday, on my first day at Davos, I arrived early and walked the Promenade. And what's wild about Davos is that the street itself is like an interface. Every house is broadcasting a thesis. Every poster is a pitch. Every activation is trying to compress a complicated future into a simple story. I passed by several country and tech houses, and the temptation in Davos is to chase the loudest story. But I have learned the opposite. The real signal is usually quiet, and it's usually hidden inside constraints. Here is the framework I use in Davos. It consists into three questions. Number one, what's real? Regulation, licensing, custody, governance, things that can shut a business down. Number two, what's the incentive? Who benefits if this becomes mainstream and who's gonna lose? Number three, what can ship? What can be built today? What can be built in 6 months or even in 2 years? So if a room can't answer those three, it's usually just vibes and no substance. And honestly, this is how I build too. On Rugira, real means harder risk limits, non-custodial control, and audit export that survive due diligence. And on QuantForge, ship means a fast execution core that can run real strategies in production. With logs, you can defend in front of LPs. The first session I attended was Dubai Sovereign Launchpad, Web3, policy, tokenization, and of course, cross-border finance. And if you want to understand how serious money thinks about crypto, you're gonna start here. Because when the conversation is policy, tokenization, and cross-border settlement, it's not about memes, it's about serious business. It's about infrastructure, what is compliant, what is bankable, and what can scale without breaking trust. Here is what stood out for me during this session. So, number one, Dubai is continuing to position itself as a sovereign launchpad for digital assets. Strong focus on regulation, licensing, and real-world use cases. And number two, tokenization and cross-border finance are becoming practical questions. What gets tokenized, who's allowed to issue, and how settlement happens. And number three, family offices and wealth hubs are actively testing Web3 strategies, but with a serious risk mindset. And number four, I also loved the ecosystem bridging angle. So from Zug to Dubai, London, Berlin, Buenos Aires, Bangalore, Ho Chi Minh City, the intent is to connect hubs rather than build in isolation. And I can't wait to add something like Kigali or Musanze on that list of hubs. So whenever people say tokenization, I translate it as how do you move value, settle transactions, and manage ownership faster, cheaper, and more transparently without losing the trust. Later that day, I joined the investment and wealth hub conversations. And this is where the serious money mindset becomes obvious. Policy rooms talk about permission, what you are allowed to. Wealth rooms talk about survival, how you stay solvent when narratives move faster than fundamentals. And in these rooms, execution often matters more than being right early. What I paid attention to here was less which coin is the next and more things like how serious investors think about risk when narratives move faster than fundamentals, what they consider infrastructure versus what they consider speculation, how VCs and family offices adapt their time horizon in an uncertain world. One idea that landed for me was the fact that decision-making matters more than prediction. Because if uncertainty is structural, you can't wait for perfect clarity. You need systems that survive volatility. The famous sentence of dancing in the rain. So after day one, I realized something quickly. Davos networking doesn't really happen in one day. So day one gets you in the room, but day two is where conversations mature into real follow-ups. This is why I went back on Thursday for the AI breakfast, and the agenda was strongly aligned with what many of us are grappling with right now. So number one, identity, privacy, and control in the age of AI. These are not nice to have. They're becoming foundational infrastructure. Number two, AI decision engines plus on-chain liquidity. So the direction is clear, but market structure, risk controls, and trustworthy data rights remain the differentiators. Number three, AI's real impact in 2026 will be less hype and more execution. So governance, data readiness, measurable value creation, and accountability. And I like this framing because it connects AI back to my Davos filter. What's real, privacy and control, and what's the incentive? Who gains leverage when decision making gets automated? And what can ship? The teams that can actually implement governance and data readiness. On Thursday, I also took more time to walk through the Promenade and check which houses were open to the public. And this is where Davos becomes very educational, because it's one thing to hear a thesis on stage, but it's another thing to walk into a space and see what teams are actually building, demoing and properly shipping. My simple rule in Davos was to treat every house like a product page. Don't ask, is it impressive? But instead ask, what's the constraint they're solving? What can actually ship after this week? Now, the part everyone cares about, networking. Here is my high trust networking playbook that I used in Davos. Number one, you enter with a point of view, not a pitch. And if you're interesting, people will ask you what you do. And then you get to explain, get to talk to them. Number two, ask one clean question. What are you prioritizing this year and why? Number three, listen to constraints, regulation, timelines, distribution, and what can't be said out loud. So read between the lines. Number four, make one clean offer, an insight, an intro, follow-up that actually helps. Number five, respect the room. No forced photo, no forced name dropping. And then lastly, number six, follow up within 24 hours. One message, one sentence of context, one next step. 24 hours is just indicational. It can be even like after 2 days or something like that. My biggest takeaway from Davos is simple. The people worth knowing, they don't need a spotlight. They need clarity, discretion, and follow through. And if I had to summarize how serious money thinks about crypto, AI, and execution, it's this. For crypto, regulation and market structure come before narrative. For AI, Identity, privacy, and governance come before automation. And regarding execution, risk controls and auditability come before scale. So if you're going to event like this, optimize for depth. One real conversation, one real takeaway, and one follow-up you actually execute. And this year, my follow-through is very practical, shipping and iterating on Rugira and QuantForge. If you're a family office, small fund, or broker looking for non-custodial execution with risk controls and audit-ready logs, please go on and check on rugira.ch and shoot us an email or ask for a demo. You can book a demo anytime you want. And if you're a fund or prop desk that wants to deploy and scale systematic executions without building a full quant stack, yeah, please go on and check quantforge.ch. Same thing, book a demo or shoot us an email. And if you want more field notes from Switzerland, please subscribe to this channel. And tell me in the comments what's the biggest thing you think Serious Money gets right that Crypto Twitter gets wrong. And if you watched this video until now, thanks a lot for showing me the love. Please subscribe and see you in the next one.